Don't spend your Valentine's Day roaming the Chaos Waste alone, like Sigvald, just hoping for your date to come along. No, if you need a real gift for the one you love on Valentine's Day, how about a gaming PC? Or do you need a gaming PC for yourself? Well, guess what? MSI's got you covered. Win a date with Trident. It's going on for another 12 days by the time you're watching this. Go check out the link in the description. Seriously, go! See? Sigvald's going. You might even look that good too if you go check it out. Go win yourself a PC or grab yourself an awesome present. YouTube, what the crap's going on? HeirofCarthage here. We've got a big Tomb Kings versus Greenskins matchup. It's not just Greenskins, looks like a lot of goblins and savage orcs. Should be interesting. So for the Tomb Kings, we got a couple of skeleton warriors and a big line of Tomb Guard up front. Tomb Guard are just going to be real defensive, and they'll be decent against lower armor units. We've got several Ushabti with great weapons, including the Chosen of the Gods, I believe it is. Oh, hold on, I'm pushing the wrong buttons. Yeah, Chosen of the Gods. And then there's a Kemrian War Sphinx, which is anti-infantry. We've got Arkhan the Black, who has Lore of Death. I see a Purple Son of Zerus and some other spells there, so quite a few spells. We've got Azhag the Slaughterer on Skullmuncha, a big line of goblins, obviously meant to kind of be his fodder. Savage Orc, Warlord's Boy, Savage Orc, Night Goblins, Savage Orc, Skulkers, and a Hammer Gork, regular Rock Lobber, and a Ragnarok Queen. So the Tomb Kings will do just fine against these goblins, obviously. The Greenskins are going to have their work cut out for them to get rid of the Kemrian War Sphinx. They really don't have great units for it. But Tomb Kings don't have a lot of armor on their infantry, but I mean, fights like this is... Yeah, these Tomb Guard are going to shrek these goblins in a big hurry, and the War Sphinx will help that. Arkhan's holding his magic, so we got two Lore of Death spellcasters here facing off. Let's see how it goes. Neither one can really specifically heal. Wow! That Godlobber's doing some real damage here. A Fate of Buna on the Ushabti with Great Bow. I'm not sure how that'll work because they have a low unit model count. It's really not optimized for that unit. And Azhag took a lot of damage from the Great Bows. In fact, he's taking a ton of damage. He dropped down into combat. The Tomb Guard easily mopping through the front line. The War Sphinx already racked up 32 gobbo kills. Here comes the Skulkers, the Savage Orcs, and the Greenskins are really going to be pouring it on now, and their artillery is going to go completely unchallenged back here. Azhag is fast. Yeah, these Savage Orcs can try and rush the back lines. I mean, unless these units just aren't skirmished properly, they're not going to catch them. And then all they will catch is a Kemrian War Sphinx, which will tear them a new one. Yeah, this will be a very short fight indeed. It's like Azhag's being focused on with the Great Bows. That's keeping him away from the fight, which is good, because there are a lot of Greenskins in here now. And Skulkers will probably be a decent toss against the units. Look at these Skulkers, broke right through the line. They're going to chase the Ushabti with Great Bow. They have pretty good speed. They should be able to stay ahead of any of the Greenskin infantry. It ought to be kind of a pointless endeavor for the Greenskins, honestly, to chase the Ushabti if everything goes well. This Ragnarok Spider has taken a lot of damage. I have to imagine that was the Ushabti as well. I don't know what else would have done it from the Tomb King. The Greenskins holding a lot of reserves here instead of just committing to this fight. We're up to tier 2 healing here on the Realm of Souls. I didn't catch all the magic coming off Arkhan, so I haven't gotten to see that. Yeah, look at Azhag's just like chilling on the edge of the map. He doesn't want any part of those Ushabti. But that means the Spider is probably going to become the new focus here. Are those arrows? Yeah, look at the arrows split from the Ushabti. That's pretty cool looking. It's like they split in midair. I haven't noticed that before, but that Spider's getting owned. I mean, it is a big target for some very heavy anti-armor weapons there. Tomb Guard are holding up very well. Again, they're defensive units. They're not going to sit here and rack up a ton of kills, but they're getting some work done, and they're holding the line, especially with this Realm of Souls healing. We should get a summoned Ushabti here momentarily, unless the Tomb King's player is holding on to it. Another Fate of Buna, but actually no, that's a Fate of Buna on the Savage Orcs. Yeah, those guys are going to be gone very shortly. I was thinking it was getting thrown in on the Ushabti, and I was like, man, that's not going to work. And I don't think a Gobbo Big Boss is going to do much about these guys either. Maybe just keep them busy for Azhag, but that's about it. I mean, but this is a ton of greenskins. There's still a ton of greenskins left. I think their biggest problem, though, is they lost their spider. It came back. The Kimrian War Sphinx is just owning, and there's nothing to stop it from owning. I mean, the Skulkers have some anti-armor, but they're not anti-large. Here comes some nasty Skulkers. Now this is going to be a fight I don't really think the Ushabti want to stay in for very long, because they're not doing a ton of damage here. And then here comes some anti-armor. There's going to be a lot of units getting hits off on them. So yeah, that's going to actually be a pretty effective engagement for the Greenskins momentarily. And if this War Sphinx just keeps charging, I really don't know what the Greenskins can do about it. I mean, no matter how much infantry they have left, I'm not sure it can kill a War Sphinx. The summoned Ushabti came back on the artillery. I mean, there is still some ammo left here, but since this stuff doesn't have a whole lot of targets left, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was a good thing. Maybe it was a good thing. We'll see. We'll give it a chance. One of the Ushabti with Great Bow is over here. Let's see if it's targeting Azhag. Doesn't have a clear target yet. Azhag's going to drop down in here into melee. He would rather be in melee with these units than he would taking fire from them, that's for sure. The Gabo Big Boss did better than I thought. War Sphinx has 146 kills and counting. I don't see a target on the Great Bows because they're actually fighting off infantry, and Arkhan's in pretty bad shape here. He's got a spider and a Big Boss coming in for him. There's no more healing for the Tomb Kings, and the healing would have never helped the Sphinx or anything anyway. It would have just helped the Tomb Guard, which it is a big help. Liber Mortis here. Ooh, that's a lot of physical resistance in a late game scenario. Yeah, that's going to be a big deal here because the Tomb Kings are going to be... Yeah, they were protected very heavily there for a while. 180. It's the number of greenskins remaining, I think, that's the biggest concern here. The Ushabti mopped up the artillery, and that's going to help with the balance of power. Here comes Azhag. He wants to finish off these Ushabti. He got the other ones. He did a good job of it. He's got armor-piercing damage. He poisons. Definitely not a fight the Ushabti really want to be in, since they're not specifically anti-large. Yeah, I mean, Azhag owned them. Most of the greenskin infantry's out, but it's going to regroup. That's the difficulty of greenskins that don't have a dead lord. The Ushabti with Great Bow really needed to be kept away for longer. Had to be kept away for longer. Arkhan is on his skeletal steed, so he can move around quickly. He's going to obviously probably stay close to the Kimrian War Sphinx. I'm trying to think how this is going to go down. These Ushabti are crumbled, so they're gone. This rock lobber is going to come back. I don't know how much it'll do to these type of targets, but use what you got. That War Sphinx is just crushing greenskins. 213 kills. It's working on its second chevron. Kind of think since all that infantry's over there, they might as well go over here and kill this artillery crew. Yeah, it's just charging right at them. He's chosen not to remount the artillery, perhaps assuming that it won't make a difference. The Gabo Big Boss should probably be focused down by the War Sphinx as well, maybe. Just keep Arkhan close so that he doesn't get singled out by Azhag. I don't know if Azhag has any magic left either. That'd be a good... Okay, he's shattered, so he's out. This unit's out. It's gonna be interesting because there's only 2 units left for the Tomb Kings. There's missiles on the War Sphinx. They don't do tons of damage, but there's a lot of them. Let's check it out. Let's see. I mean, if I were the Greenskins, I'd be worried about leadership here. I'd be worried about leadership a lot. If you can swarm the Tomb King units properly, yeah, they're heading for the woods, and rightly they should. And this is the right call, I think, by the Tomb King's player. If they want to run for the woods, charge them. Make them fight. He's going to keep Arkhan within, yep, kind of this protective thing. Here comes the Liber Mortis again. So they're getting a lot of physical resistance. This not a great engagement for the Greenskins right now because they're going to be doing very little damage until that Liber Mortis wears off. Good charge, though, by Azhag. Ooh, Arkhan takes a beating. Azhag's going to take a shot here from the Kimrian War Sphinx. It is anti-armor, but it's specifically made to fight infantry, so it's not going to get any particular bonus versus Azhag. And Azhag does more damage than the War Sphinx does. But Azhag is in bad shape. Whether he gets away alive or dies here could mean a lot. Let's see if the War Sphinx... Oh, yeah, the War Sphinx lands a killing blow. And Arkhan escapes that fight just by the skin of his teeth there. Yeah, now it's War Sphinx for days, folks. So, or for moments, until the Night Goblins get killed because they're unbreakable. But that's all that's left. That's quite a fight. That was a huge greenskin army up against a mostly infantry Tomb King's build. So that's fun. Huge infantry fight here, but in the end, the Khemrian War Sphinx just... There was a couple of potential answers to it. The Spider and Azhag would have had to try and team up. What the Greenskins definitely didn't have a great answer to was the Ushabti with Great Bow. Come to think about it, I mean, there really wasn't a whole lot to threaten them. A little bit of anti-large cavalry, like some boar boys or something, that could have been a pretty serious threat to the Ushabti with Great Bow. It would have mean they had to cut back on quite a bit of infantry, though, or the rock lobbers. And the rock lobbers did some decent damage. They really did. They did pretty good. But, I don't know, could you trade the rock lobbers for a couple of boar boy biggins? Would have helped a lot versus those Ushabti with Great Bow. And then if the Ushabti with Great Bow are having to deal with boars, then your Ragnarok Spider and Azhag could certainly combine to defeat a Khemrian War Sphinx. I'd have to see how pricing works on that, though, whether or not there was enough money to do it. I mean, these things are like, what, 800 apiece? A little bit short of what a boar boy cost, a boar boy biggin. But you could maybe adjust it somewhere else out of the army. You know what I mean? You'd have to figure... It's not a Ragnarok Queen either. It's just an Ragnarok, so my bad. Yeah, you'd have to adjust it out of the army somewhere else. But yeah, I mean, getting rid of the Gabo Big Bosses, or the Rock Lobbers may have been a good call here, because although this was an infantry-heavy Tomb King army, I mean, the Rock Lobber... I mean, I don't know. Was it handy in the end? Was it not handy? I don't think so when you look at the number of kills, but then some of these kills were on the Ushabti. So it's hard to say. I don't, you all tell me what you think. I think I would have rather seen the boar biggins to threaten something like the Ushabti with Great Bow. I mean, you got to respect that. The Ushabti with Great Bow are basically an artillery unit. They're like a combination melee artillery unit because they fire from far away, and they do a ton of armor-piercing damage. So it's definitely something that you kind of have to build a respect for in your countering of the Tomb King. So interesting army, like I said. Hope you all enjoyed this one. HeirofCarthage signing out for now. I'll be back with some more Warhammer action soon.